Alrighty, the level 55 goldsmithing quest is Double Trouble, given to us by Marcel of the whatever, Eshtain's Aesthetics. In Ul'dah, here we go. Cutscene immediately. Yes, what is it? Oh, Valkyr, pardon me, I was in a bit of a fluster. I've just received word that my client's husband is en route to this establishment at this very moment. As for why, I haven't a clue. I have kept his wife's commission in the strictest of confidence, just as I was instructed. Ah, but speak of the devil. A Rogadan man. Yeah, 40s, 50s, I don't know. Got a couple scars on his face. Dark gray hair. Marcel, I'm a busy... Rogadan. Pretty well, kind of armored in... It is the gear of the grand companies, but this is I don't think it's the right color for Ul'dah. I think Ul'dah is red, and this is very black and dark gray. Marcel, I'm a busy man, so I'll get straight to the point. My bonding anniversary's coming up, and I need something for my better half. Don't worry, I've already thought up the perfect present: a music box of solid gold. Marcel and I look to each other. Never heard of anything so inspired, have you? You don't have to say it. I can see it in your dumbstruck faces. And it doesn't end there. I've even picked out the perfect song, the timeless melody that made the songstress of Ul'dah a household name the realm over. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was swaying back and forth in the half-blind rapture, enthralled by the songstress's ethereal voice, when I near bumped into the lovely lass sitting next to me. I knew it at that very moment. Now this was a woman I could spend an eternity with. You see what I'm getting at, Marcel? On our anniversary day, I want to make Jeweled Peak as happy as she's made me, and a music box from Eshtain's is going to be the golden ticket. And with that, I'm off, and I trust you not to speak a word of this to my wife. Gives a wave and leaves the cutscene. I know exactly what I'm going to screen grab for this, but I have to go back to the video to do it. Twin music boxes commissioned by husband and wife to be gifted on the same day, playing the exact same song. This is an unexpected development, to say the least. I could speak to one or the other and persuade them to reconsider their choice of present, but then I would be breaking my vow of secrecy. No, a man is nothing without his word. I will give this some thought. In the meantime, why don't you speak with Mistress Serendipity and see if she has some insight into our predicament. Okay. Will do, schmildo. I don't know where I got will do, schmildo from. It's not my own creation. I check it. Let me tell you this in closing. I know it might seem imposing, but trust me, if we ever show in your section, believe me, it is for your own protection. Here's Serendipity. Oh dear, you and Marcel have gotten yourselves in quite the pickle, haven't you? And I don't mean a sea pickle, which can be quite tasty in a light vinegar sauce, if what I hear is to be believed. But where were we? Oh yes, the two music boxes. Marcel is right not to betray his vow of secrecy, yet at the same time, simply crafting two identical music boxes would be a recipe for disaster. At times like these, I think back to the words of my master. When faced with a dilemma, he would say, the true artisan seeks answers in the pursuit of the infinite possibilities of his art. A music box affords plenty of possibilities, does it not? There are plenty of ways to introduce variety, both in its physical appearance and in the melody it plays. Speaking of which, what song is it you would have your creation play? I explained to her. Oh, why, yes, I remember the piece quite well. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone in the Sultanate who doesn't harbor a fondness for the ballads of the songstress of Ul'dah. Why, believe it or not, the composer of the piece, Pierre Vane, is his... Paul I-E-R-R-Y Victor A-I Nancy is his name, is a personal acquaintance of mine. He's quite the I take a half step back. Some shock. He's quite the genius, and not shy about telling others just that. If anyone would know how to lend a special touch to your work, it would be him. But don't just take my word for it. What say you go speak to him yourself? That said, it may prove quite a trek. He left the Sultanate some years ago, and now serves as the personal musician and performer for House Helenarte in Ishgard. Have you been to Ishgard, Mercy? It's ever so cold, but those snowy vistas are oh so beautiful, if I do say so myself. I was wondering if these 2 remaining quests would ever get us there. Armorer is so far stuck in well, Armorer may have gone out of Limsa, but I don't remember. Oh, but what are we standing around here chatting for? Here, take this. It's a personal letter of introduction from yours truly that should suffice for getting you through the doors of Helenarte Manor. And do send Master FFXIV my regards. I did say to myself that I would, if these quests send me to Ishgard, I would take the airship. If you didn't play Final Fantasy XI, the airships were instances, like in and of themselves. You got on an airship and you rode it, and you waited for it to arrive at your. It was a time sink. Like, these are instant. But there were also things you could do on airships, like every time you get on an airship, and you can do this without ever paying the airship fee again. But if you go from Juneau to one of the major cities, I think, or like vice versa, there was a quest where you could try to find the exact same, like, they would show you what, like a Taru or a Galka or a Mithra or whatever, show you what they look like, and you have to find out of like 6 to 10 passengers on board who all looked possibly similar to this passenger that you're looking for. You want to find the correct passenger and deliver them the item that they lost on their last journey on the airship. But anyway, that you could make 500. I think it was still gil in that game, 500 gil every time. So you could, if you had no other way of making money, you could make some money. Like, it was something to get your foot in the door. But here's Bartolo. What business have you with House Helenarte? Hand over the decorated envelope. You seek Master FFXIV, do you? I fear he left the manor days ago for the Sea of Clouds, where he would travel with Milord's retinue. A real artist, that one, said that the view from atop the clouds would inspire him to compose a masterpiece like none this world had ever known. Milady, being quite taken with the man's work, persuaded Milord, and that was that. The man can pen a good song, I'll give you that, but if you ask me, there's no place for a glorified minstrel on the field of battle. Still, if you'd meet with the man, far be it from me to stop you. You'll find him at Camp Cloudtop. Okay, I'm gonna teleport here. I will be right back. I'll just pay the girls. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Also sorry about this little delay as well. You okay? Okay. Trust you. Alright. It's so nice being able to fly everywhere. Here is FFXIV overlooking quite a view of floating islands attached to each other sometimes and not other times, and big green crystals that point downwards, whatever, from the islands, theoretically having some role in their floatiness in this sea of clouds. You are... Wait, do not tell me. Another one of my adoring fans who has traversed the realm and climbed nigh to the heavens to be the first to lay ears upon my latest magnum opus. Elizin, male, blue overcoat, darker blue shirt underneath, and probably a white shirt under that. A puffy bard kind of hat, or chef hat maybe, with a feather in it, white, and yeah. Oh, a student of Serendipity's who would grace her music box with one of my mellifluous melodies. You clearly are a woman of taste, friend. Yes, that is perhaps the greatest of my many masterpieces. So taken was I with the voice of my muse, Philomene. Oh my gosh, Philomene. That's... She's part of the Scions. Is she Y'shtola's mom? I think? Anyway. That I penned it in but a single night. I talked to him about something. I see. So this husband and wife you speak of have both commissioned identical music boxes, each unbeknownst to the other. Fear not, friend. If you were looking for a stroke of genius, you have come to precisely the right place. Why, the answer is simple. I need merely compose 2 new arrangements of my timeless melody. Excuse me. In return, I have one simple but unwavering demand. You must craft a music box of peerless quality, that its tones will do the dulcet voice of the songstress of Ul'dah, and my masterpiece, true justice. In my many years and many travels, I have only encountered one such relic, said to be the life work of a master craftsman. Its teeth were fashioned from the purest hard silver. Yes, I simply could not entrust my masterpiece to one who was any less a master of hard silver than I am a master of melodies. If you believe you are worthy, fashion for me a hard silver ingot that I might assess your skills. Easy. Probably done it before. Here it is, yeah, done it before. I happen to have I have enough hard silver nuggets. I wish that I had an HQ to use. I don't have to craft an HQ hard silver ingot, but I am gonna try. So let's try. I could pop some. No, I'm not gonna. Do I want to just. No? Okay, I'll just do this. Fine. So this is hard. I only have 35 durability to work with, which makes it just insane. There were future crafts where actually doing muscle memory is good, but I have enough CP that I can use Waste Not 2 and later on a Master's Mend, which I will need. Anyway, here we go. So Waste Not 2, Innovation, Basic Touch, no proc yet, so Standard Touch. Give me a proc, please. Basic Touch, Standard Touch, lame. This is where it gets a little dicey. You don't want to pop another Innovation, but I'm also not going to waste any Master's Mend. So I'm going to wait until I only have 5 durability left to use a Master's Mend. So I'll just do I need 700-ish, a little bit less than 700. A Basic Touch and a Beer Guts would get me there. $24, so I'll still have enough left for that. And then I won't have enough for both of those, so but I should be okay. So we'll do Beer Guts. That caps us on quality. Master's Mend. Only have 12 CP left. I get 124 and 99 is greater than 210. So should just be able to do Careful Synth and a Basic Synth. Rough. That's why I like having the HQ hard silver nuggets. Anyway, I didn't need to HQ it, but now I know I can. And if I have CP food, it's even less scary. Back to Perivane. Well, do you have an ingot to show me? Hand over the HQ hard silver ingot. Unnecessary, but will do. Are my eyes to be believed? I have never seen hard silver shine and sparkle so. Why, just looking at it, I can hear tones as clear and crisp as the waters of the Thaliac. He hands it back to me, I think. Feel proud, friend, for the great Pierre Yvain has deemed you worthy of giving form to two never-before-heard arrangements of his greatest masterpiece. Take them and use them well. Oh, he gave me... okay. He just made them? One melody for the husband and one for the wife. I trust that you will see that not a single note, sharp or flat, is out of place. Played separately, the two will sound as if they are playing entirely different songs. When placed side by side and started simultaneously, however, oh, but to say any more would spoil the surprise. In creating the arrangements, I drew inspiration from traditional choir chants. To my knowledge, none have ever attempted to revisit a modern piece in this way. The loving couple shall feast their ears on something that has never been heard before. You have my promise. Cool. Baller. Back to ooh da I'm going now. The closest is still the Goldsmith Guild. Let me just go west. Might as well save like a second or two by sprinting. Back to Marcel. Oh, Valkyr, has inspiration struck you by any chance? Hand over the sheet music. Two arrangements of the same piece? Brilliant! And you traveled all the way to the Sea of Clouds to procure the sheet music? Your devotion to your craft and to our clients is truly first-rate. I will move forward with our preparations at once. In the meantime, I ask that you continue to refine your technique. We have a true masterpiece in the works, and I am counting on you to make it a reality. All of my crafters are at 60 or higher, so I will be continuing with all the quests. The last one that's 55 to do is armor, and then I'll start anew with all the 58 quests. But 836,550 experience points, 2156 gills, pretty good. 200 wind crystals, hard silver texture hammer, which I've already made an HQ version of, so I'm already good there. I already have HQ versions of all this Rami and Dommelskin stuff, so I'll take the 2000 gil. See? HQ, hard silver, texture hammer. Let's just sell this right off the bat. 2K, and then we'll desynth the other guy. Oh, cool. Got a challenge log done there. What was it? Crafting. My big break. Successfully desynthesized 5 items. Cool. Anyway, Marcel and I, thank you for your patronage and your time. We will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.